Ding, 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 ding. Welcome back to the Jenna Julien Podcast. This week, our special guest, my mom.
Yay! So it's tradition. We like to high five over the guests.
Over the guests.
Welcome to the podcast, mother.
Hi. Hi, everyone. So excited.
So we got
Lower your expectations. Be less excited.
We are quite the podcast for you.
To be with you guys, really.
My mom collected. Well, we'll get to that. Anyway, this podcast is brought to you by the Ring Video Doorbell System. Guys, your doorbell is outdated because it is not a Ring doorbell. Ring Doorbell System is a video monitoring doorbell that streams right to your phone via Wi-Fi. It is incredible. There are home burglaries every 13 seconds, so get yourself a Ring Video Doorbell System and prevent that from happening to you. Right now, you can get $50 off the Ring of Security Kit by going to ring.com/Jenna Julien. That's ring.com/Jenna Julien. Also brought to you by Naturebox. And just like last time, we already ate all our snacks. So we have nothing to show you, but Naturebox is constantly adding new and interesting snacks, and they ship it right to your house. They make over 100 ridiculously delicious snacks that are made from ingredients that are delicious and good for you. Right now, you can get 2 bags of snacks for free by going to naturebox.com/Jenna Julien. That's 2 bags. Right now, you just eat them.
That's 2 more bags of snacks than you might currently have.
Than you might currently have right now. So go to naturebox.com/Jenna Julien. Thank you to our sponsors.
Thank you, sponsors.
I'm going to move
Thank
this.
you, sponsors.
For right now. All right. So, Mom, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. A lot of people have waited for this podcast for quite a while.
Yeah, for a long
People
time.
have been excited to have you on the cast.
By the way, there's 5 dogs in here.
There's 5 dogs in the room.
Just in case you hear some fuckery. It's just a bunch of dogs.
And Jenna decided we should probably keep them in the room while we record.
Because it's more fun.
Because it's fun.
And they're cousins.
And they're all cousins.
Anyway, so a quick background on you. You are my mother, but you are also a super awesome, talented artist in many different facets. A lot of people are interested, because I've talked about you on the podcast before, and a lot of people are interested in your TV art career because I've bragged about it. Oh, that just reminded me. That's what we're going to make the background of this podcast, the explosion from Heroes.
Nice.
Right? That's a good one. How does it look? Does it look good? My mom painted this giant mural for the show Heroes, and it was on the back of the DVD box. And it's really cool. That's what it is. Anyway.
First season.
Okay, so I want to get from the way beginning, how did you even start doing art in TV? Because I think a lot of people want to know how that began.
It was really totally by accident. I was an artist, and I had just gone through life always being an artist. And an old boyfriend called me when I was in my 20s. I was living in New York City, and he said, "You want to come down to Biloxi, Mississippi and work on a movie?" And I said, "Sure. What would I do on a movie?" And because I'm an artist. And he said, we'll fly you down here. We're going to put you up in a hotel and you'll be fine. So I knew nothing. And he said, just, make it up as you go. So I was so excited that somebody would fly an artist somewhere and put them up in a hotel and give them per diem. And so I did it. And it turns out there's a lot an artist can do on film and television. And it suited my personality a lot better than being alone in a studio and just creating for myself in an oeuvre. So I really did find a venue through which I could really express and be part of bigger projects. And
it's cool though, because you move, you had, so many different projects and points in your life where you're doing art from your studio, from your house, solitary, and then you transition in and out of doing it in movies and TV very seamlessly. I remember when I was young, you were working on Heroes, and I watched you on set, and you were just telling people what to do and just doing whatever, and you had everything under control. And I was last week you were just in your studio painting portraits, and now you're out here you know what I mean? Yeah. So that must have been a crazy going back and forth. What is your favorite? I know you worked on Almost Famous, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What is your favorite movie you've ever worked on? Not TV show, but movie.
The movie itself.
Yeah. No, like experience
your
working on
best
that movie.
Experience.
Was
The
the most
Office,
fun.
no question.
The Office.
The Office was
It's a good choice.
the craziest, most fun group of people you can ever imagine.
I'm still like so upset with myself that I never got to visit you on set.
Yeah. My parents visited me
Sorry,
on set,
Julian.
but why are you sorry?
He's just heartbroken. You can tell.
I wasn't an Office fan when you were working on the set. I was too
I
young. I didn't
know.
get into the show yet. I saw Leslie at the grocery store, Stanley.
Leslie,
I didn't say hi though. He seemed very just.
Chill.
shopping.
I was just observing him,
Just
in the
living.
wild. Yeah, yeah.
So when you guys were little, I really wanted to be with you all the time. And so I started a portrait business out of my house so I could work while I was with you guys. And that was incredible. It was watercolor portraits. In fact,
We have one in our bathroom, don't we?
No, we have a postcard of a watercolor portrait signed by Triple H, and the portrait is of me.
It's
yeah.
amazing. You've seen that
You've
bathroom?
seen the bathroom,
We hung
right?
up
It's
all
like a
of
shrine
Julien's
to
little-
like my childhood.
Yeah, it's awesome.
well, I
His
have more
paintings
things for
and-
the back.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to get more into the art later because I have Twitter questions from you guys. We're going to ask my mom, and a couple of them have to do with art. But I feel like we should probably get into your show and tell.
Yeah,
Right.
you brought
Visual
like
aids.
a lot.
She brought an entire.
a lot
You
of
can't see it. There's
props.
a duffel bag behind here.
Yeah,
and she's wearing. This is my football uniform. What is
Football
this?
jersey.
Oh my god.
Check it out.
Oh my god.
And the dogs are trying to steal these stuffed
Yeah,
animals.
the dogs
that
really
you
want
brought.
these.
Okay, all right.
But
So
that's
For you.
that's not the only jersey. Wait a second.
Honey, that's not for you.
okay, yeah. Take this. Okay, all right. She's
another
now
jersey.
under her football jersey is now
my God.
baseball jersey from the
Yeah.
Colts. Both number 4 with Solomita. I was big on the number 4 back then, wasn't I?
Yeah, this is a T-shirt that
Oh
you
my God.
designed. Wait, don't forget this. I have every button from every team
Oh,
that you've ever been on. Anyway, I saved some stuff. Julian designed this T-shirt for his baseball team,
Each.
and this was Eddie Lopez. Remember?
Yeah.
EL number 23.
Even.
And so this was his creation. Isn't it kind of cool?
That is pretty cool.
Did I do that? I did that.
You drew it.
And then it was made into shirts. You have
Yeah.
more? Oh my
I have more.
Oh no, you took it off.
I took it off. This
What is
is
it?
your Lincoln jersey from your flag football. This is not it. I have
I can't believe you
bins
have
of
all of
shirts
these.
of every team they've ever
Do you
been on.
really?
I do. I saved everything. Not everything in life, just everything about the kids. And this one actually
That's my sister's.
is Roxanne. It's a Culver volleyball jersey.
That's a really cute shirt, though.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
I like
would
it.
keep
So
that one.
this, you can meet. Oh,
Okay, I've talked about this guy.
Missing an arm. What happened to his arm?
I think Puppy chewed the arm off, but I
That's
think I have
okay.
it.
Puppy can have that one.
It's not for
So
you.
this is Bear Bear. This was my
Bear Bear?
childhood
That's
little
the Bear Bear.
bear. His name is Bear Bear. He cannot fly. I've tested it.
Yeah, that was a good.
Do you want to?
Yeah, well, when I was pregnant with Marlon,
Yeah,
Julian was 2,
yeah.
and I'm riding in the car. I have a big belly. I can barely reach the wheel.
Kermit has just decided to use
And Julian decides
Kermit,
in his
we're
car
working
seat,
here,
he
dude.
decides that he's going to see if Bear Bear can fly. And the only really way to see that is if you just roll down the window and hold the bear out. But, his grip wasn't so good, so he let go of
Just threw it out on the
Bear
freeway.
Bear on the 405. We were driving on the
Bear
405
Bear, you
on the
went
freeway.
for a
I just happened to
ride.
be in the right lane. I turned around. Julian had this weird.
Wait. Can you just you just glaze over the fact that you said turn around on the 405? How did that work?
Okay, so it wasn't quite like
Well,
that.
I threw it in reverse and gunned it backwards.
I was on the 405, so I happened to be in the right lane. So I turned around and I looked at Julian, and there was something odd about his expression. Then I saw the window open. Then I saw no Bear Bear, and I lost it because I was just about to have a new baby, and that's hard enough.
Yeah,
for
but the new one wasn't as good.
the new baby.
Yeah, he was just.
Okay, then.
You talking about Marlon?
Yeah, Marlon's not going to watch it anyway, so it's okay. We can just say
Marlon does watch us actually.
And he's a
I have to watch what I say about Marlon. He
He's a
does watch
hacker.
us.
he's the best.
He is the hacker.
Even if he doesn't watch it, he can hack it. And
He
just
can
get
hack
He
right
just
in.
knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I start yelling at him.
That's
Julien,
great.
what were you thinking? Why? What? And you were just sitting there. You're just sitting there. You're just like, you didn't even know what to think. Having never had a bad experience in your life, probably till then. So a few minutes go by, and I'm like, we're lost. We don't have Bear anymore. Julien says, Mom. I said, what, Julien? He goes, what do you think? Is Bear sitting or standing?
Valid question.
I went, got off the freeway, went on the overpass, went the other way, went 10 miles because I had no idea where.
I hit the fast lane to your guilty conscience. I was like, is he sitting or standing, Mom?
I was like, I am not, I
Bear's
can't
a
get
person.
it. I can only do so much. You threw your Bear out on the freeway, and now we don't have it. And I'm about to have a baby and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Well, that's a story that I've told before, and it's pretty incredible. But this is what the story's about. This is literally Bear
was lying down, as it turns out, in a puddle on
can't even stand on his own two floppy, completely compromised feet.
Then one time I made you a Halloween costume. You matched Bear. I made this for you.
Pics or get the fuck out.
And then I decided.
Okay, so what do we got now, Mom?
I decided that, when you were a little older.
Hey, honey, that's not yours.
That I should take away Bear because you were sucking your thumb. And I just thought
really
at a certain point, you get rid of Bear.
Yeah.
So you just went straight for this guy.
Aww,
What
who's
was
that?
this called? With an S.
Slush? No, Slush was the other one.
Oh, the dog.
Slush was the husky.
Yeah.
Dad still has Slush.
Does he?
He still has Slush. We had this little husky doll. It was I think it was like a Beanie Baby, but bigger ones. You know how they made bigger ones?
Yeah.
And it was like marbles size husky doll, and we named him Slush. And I loved Slush so much. My dad used to tell me Slush stories at night, like while he did the Slush voice. And it was like this really high-pitched, goofy voice that my dad did while he would pretend he was being Slush. Okay, really, honey?
Here.
And I was so into this toy, Slush. I slept with him. I took him everywhere. My dad.
In addition to Bear.
No, this was later on. This was I was middle school, I think, right? Even high school, I had Slush. Yeah, and my dad, being like the filmmaking guy he is, he made a short film about Slush.
It was
he just filmed it by himself and then showed it to me. It was so funny.
That's really cute.
This is a family picture.
Yeah, they can't see that.
Okay. This is a birthday card.
Okay.
That Julien made for me. Are we
throwing snowballs at you?
Yes.
Look at Marlon with his stick.
Wait,
remember that stick had a name. Remember
Bill?
he named that stick?
Yeah,
Billy.
He named his stick.
Billy the stick. Okay, now there's another whole thing of you, which is
let's just get
the
it over
art.
with. Yeah.
And Julien started drawing really early. He was so talented. But he got obsessed with Batman. So I made him a Batman costume. That he wore.
You made
I made this.
Aww.
Oh my God, I cannot fucking believe you still have that.
Of course.
That is so cute.
I made it, and you can. I don't know if it'll fit.
It'll fit my
Maybe
big
it'll
head.
fit.
Oh, that's a good design. Just a hood and a cape as one.
And he wore it every day for a year.
Oh, every day?
Every day.
I mean, you're not going to not wear this every day.
Every day for a year.
Julia, be careful.
Then, after
it's an eye hole.
The year was up, he decided he needed a change, so he was Robin every day for a year. I don't have that shirt.
I was balanced, okay? I didn't just choose Batman. I went Batman and then Robin.
Right,
because
but then
sometimes
the end of the second
Robin
year,
is just glazed over as this he's just Robin. He's like half the team.
I'm sure I have that shirt somewhere. I'll have to look.
I also liked what I also liked about Robin is that he didn't need the recognition to be a great guy. He was just out fighting crime without everyone saying his name.
Well, that's
Batman got all the
lucky because
credit. He was fine just doing it.
He was in it for the right reasons.
He was exactly.
He was,
and also
Robin.
nobody gave him any attention. So because he was in the show.
He's the real MVP.
Batman. So at the end of the second year, when you were Robin every single day, you decided to go back to Batman. So you were 3 years in costume.
Yeah.
1 year as Batman, 1 year as Robin, and then another year as Batman.
And what did I wear on my feet as I dressed as Batman?
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
boots.
another year as Batman after.
Yes, 3 total years of costume. And then
What did I wear on my feet?
boots, of course.
No. What? They had wheels.
Roller skates.
Oh,
Ninja
yeah.
Ninja
there was
Turtle roller
Ninja
skates,
Turtle
yeah.
roller skates, which you were like, I think you were 2, and we went on a play date for your older sister, and you found them in the closet there, and they were a size woman's
Like
8.
at the play date, I found them.
At somebody's house.
So I just like
you
theft.
found them in the closet. You put them on.
women's 8?
So yeah, women's 8. So his foot
That's
was
what-
this
that's both-
big,
that's your shoe
and the
sizes.
shoe was yeah.
It's my son.
Yeah. I don't know why they had a woman's 8 Ninja Turtle.
And then you just put him
roller
on,
skate.
and you were like,
he put
"These
them
are
on and
mine
he
now?"
wouldn't take them off. And the woman goes, well, I guess he can have them. And I was like, thank you, because he won't take them off. And then he wore them all day in his stroller, in his naps, everything.
How'd you not
Wore-
break your ankles?
Because I was coordinated. I was Batman twice.
So Julian was really into wheels, very young.
Okay, I want this memory lane trip can continue, but I want you to tell a story about me that I probably don't remember. That might, yeah, just go ahead. I know I told you to get stories together, so why don't you pick one from your pocketbook of stories and hit us with some,
You did say to write it
some
down.
sweet goodness. You didn't write it down?
No.
Tell me when you can hear. Sorry. Guys, forgive this podcast for being
the
kind of a shit show.
interruption. What stories did I think
good?
of? Yeah, it's perfect. Well, I did want to talk about the art because you drew so much. You just drew and drew and drew. That one day, and you drew Batman and Robin. They can't see.
No, they can. You gotta hold it up.
I mean, this is just like I've wallpapered an entire wall in our house with your Batman pictures. They're so intricate. They're so beautiful. They're so.
Okay, what the hell, Mom?
Beautiful.
That is literally scribble.
It's so beautiful. It's like if any and you anyway. Okay, no more
No. You can.
airplanes, but Batman nonstop.
This is a really cool book.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I don't ever
this is-
remember
I like
drawing
this
in a
design.
book. I just
I like
remember
this.
grabbing a garbage piece of
Yo,
paper.
that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I always had them drawing in.
Kurt's crying, babe.
What's the matter, bud? Look at this. Come on.
Yeah, it's clearly just scribble scrabble, but
It's so beautiful. Look at the mouth.
It is a
It
nice
is
mouth. Yeah.
beautiful. It's just beautiful. That's Batman and Robin. Robin has the ears. Anyway.
what can I say? Monkey see, monkey drew.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep, you grew up drawing quite a lot.
Okay, do you have any other artifacts that you want to show?
I do have. Well, this was given to you on the day you were born, so I saved it. Somebody made it for you. That was your hospital shirt.
Oh, where's your shirt that you were gonna wear? The Japanese shirt. Where is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it not here?
It may not be. In
Oh
the
my
room.
god, that shirt is incredible.
That
Fuck.
shirt is incredible. It's in the other room.
All right, whatever. We'll talk about it in a vlog or something.
Okay.
Okay, what's this giant book? Is this a shrine to my life?
That is your preschool graduation book.
Preschool?
Preschool. And it has all your drawings and
Oh
your
my God.
pictures. Here, I'll take this side. Let's see where you are. Julian was
I'll take
white
this
blonde.
side.
Your hair was white blonde.
Oh yeah, guys. I don't know if I've said that before. I was a completely towhead blonde baby child.
Well, there's
I did not have
there's
dark
some of the
hair.
remnants of the blonde. You see it?
Oh.
But his hair was like white blonde until he was like 2.
In a conversation, can we read this?
Yeah.
Here, I'll read it. I just want to read it into the mic so they can hear.
Okay.
All right. In a conversation with Roxanne, my sister, December 1996. Julian, how old is John Littleboy? Roxanne, he's 40. Lisa, I think he's 41 by now. Julian, Batman is 40. Roxanne, no, Batman is 60. Julian, no 40. Roxanne, Batman can't always ever be 40. He's 60 now. Julien, well, there's no such thing as Batman anyway. Roxanne, well, then what are you talking about, Julien? The man that dresses up as Batman. Roxanne, so what you're talking about is Bruce Wayne. Lisa, I've got to write this down. Julien, write what down? Lisa, what you said. Roxanne and Julien, what did we say? Wow. That's pretty cute, honestly. Yeah, I like that.
It's really cute.
So much cute.
Oh, this is a good one. I've told Jenna this. Julien, Mom, what does greeter mean? Mom, greeter? Julien, yeah, like, is it a restaurant or something? Mom, greeter? Where did you hear it? You know, in the song, sings the tune to, well, I'll go out to greet her when she comes.
Julien thought only
that was a
about food.
Greeter.
Ever.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
After school, I would say, Julien, what was your favorite part of school? He would say lunch.
Hell yeah.
And then I would say, okay, but what was your second favorite part? He goes,
snack.
Recess.
Where you got to eat snack.
Yeah.
Lunch, I mean, how is lunch not your favorite part of school? It's literally like a 40-minute chill time where you just grub.
Yep.
What are you doing? You putting up the ears?
The ears need a little fixing. Perfect. Now it's perfect.
You know what's crazy is, like, I loved lunch so much back then, but I didn't even have Naturebox to love it that much.
Oh, fire segue, Julien.
Naturebox, guys, is our sponsor this week. They deliver awesome, fresh snacks to your door. They make over 100 delicious snacks. Guys, let me just read you a couple of the names of the snacks that they have. Vanilla bean wafers, dark cocoa nom-noms, and also my all-time favorite, strawberry lemonade stars. Yeah. Remember my poem last?
They're so good.
You guys like that poem? I know
Julien
you did.
Wrote a poem.
I wrote a poem about strawberry lemonade stars. Yeah. Well, when you feel so passionately about a certain type of food, sometimes you have to just express it in a way that you feel best represents your feeling of that food. And for me, that's the strawberry lemonade stars, fruit stars. And they have all these snacks, guys. And you can select how often you receive the snacks, which is really nice. You can receive them every 2 weeks, once a month, every week, however you'd like. You can receive 5 snacks or you can receive 10 snacks. Naturebox lets you completely customize how you get your snacks. Plus, if you don't like any of the snacks, Naturebox will replace it in your next box for free. Cannot do that with all your other snacks, guys. Don't leave your cabinet without Naturebox snacks. Right now, go to naturebox.com/Jenna Julien. Get yourself 2 bags of delicious snacks without any of the junk for free. Thank you to Naturebox. And our other sponsor this week is very cool. It is the Ring video doorbell system. We've recently installed this at our house. It is so cool.
I'm going to get one.
So, yeah.
It's really cool.
It's this... You basically unscrew your doorbell and you take the wires that were plugged into it and you plug it into this and you mount this up and it has a camera on it that you can see what is at your front door.
Ding dong, who's there? I see it.
Not only can you see it on your phone from anywhere you are.
No more peeking through your curtains.
You can see it from your phone, but there's 2-way audio. You can literally answer the door from the grocery store. If someone's at your door and they're knocking, the Ring video doorbell system will send an alert to your phone. You go into the app, you pop it up, you see the live feed, and you say, "Hi, how can I help you?" And if it's some creep, you're like,
but if it's a delivery, can you sign it on the phone?
I don't think they've implemented that yet. But
you could say, "Can you throw it in that bush over there and hide it for
Not the one with the bird in it.
Totally.
Not the one with Timothy in it.
Oh, it's Timothy.
Yeah, we named him
Timothy. Guys, Timothy is still out there.
Yeah.
His mommy's feeding him from the ground. He hasn't learned how to fly yet.
I just thought of a great story.
Hold on. Let me just finish this really quick. Guys, right now you can get started with the Ring of Security Kit. The kit includes a Ring video doorbell with the front door and a Ring stick-up cam, which we have also installed, which is basically just like a camera you can put anywhere around your property that you feel like it would be best served. And it has motion detection. So every time there is motion in the range of that camera, you will get a literal push notification on your phone, swipe, go to the app, and you can see what caused that alert. There's cloud recording, so you can record anything that has, sets off the alert. It's a weatherproof HD camera, and it keeps an eye on other parts of your property. So if you have the Ring doorbell on the front door, you can have the security camera on the side or somewhere else where, you don't have eyes. Right now, you guys get $50 off the Ring of Security Kit by going to ring.com/Jenna Julien. Guys, this is a really, really cool thing. So check it out. And thank you to both of our sponsors.
Thank you, sponsors.
That looks good on you still, Julien.
I'm not taking it off until next year, and then I'm going to put Robin on.
I'll see if I can find it.
Okay. What do we got next?
The story I was going to tell.
Okay.
This is so consummate, Julian. I mean, so when we lived on Nebraska, which was, that's a road, not a state.
Yeah.
And we
lived on Nebraska Street. She doesn't mean we lived on the state of Nebraska.
Yeah. So we lived there. I think it was 02 or 03. And I had to segue into trying to make money without leaving the house. And so I decided to start this watercolor portrait business. And I got a few commissions right away, but I had nowhere, I didn't have a studio. So I set up a studio in my bedroom, and it was upstairs. And I had to try to really just focus while the kids were home and trying to do some work. So I go downstairs. I'm going to make some tea. I put the kettle on. I go back upstairs. I'm
Jenna knows this story.
I completely get engrossed in what I'm doing. And I forget about the kettle, of course. And the kettle, runs dry. And then the plastic handle on the top gets so hot it starts melting
because
down.
For some reason a manufacturer decided to make a kettle with a plastic handle.
It happened.
Yeah. The mic is a one-way, so you have to turn it. There you go. Yeah.
Anyway, so it caught fire. The plastic caught fire. There was a full-blown fire in my kitchen, but I had loud music going and I was working. And the kids knew not to bother.
Down with the sickness, painting hardcore portraits.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out my life, how I'm going to make money, so without leaving the kids. And so Julian comes to the bottom of the stairs because he knows he's really not supposed to come up and disturb me. He goes, Mom, there was a fire in the kitchen, but it's okay, I put it out. I go, okay, great, Julian, thanks so much. I wasn't even really listening. Like a half an hour later, I go downstairs.
Doesn't even listen. No, go ahead.
Oh my God.
It's completely melted over. There's fire extinguisher foam all over there.
He had taken the fire extinguisher, which I'm not even sure how he knew how to use, and put the fire out. But I don't know if you've ever seen the aftermath of a fire extinguisher.
It's disgusting. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Powder. It looks like whipped cream or something. It's like white.
Yeah.
And it's all over everything. But of course, I didn't care because you saved our entire family and house from burning down.
Yeah. So my perspective was I'm just goofing around downstairs and I start to smell the burning of something and I'm like, this is weird. And then I see the flames had kind of engulfed the pot. So it was it looked like a miniature fireball on top of the stove. And I just I don't even remember. I just grabbed the fire extinguisher, I put it out. And I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry, but you're not going to have tea. The tea kettle is...
the water boiled away and turned into fire.
By the way, who starts a tea kettle and then goes upstairs?
To paint.
You do.
Or draw.
That would be me.
Yeah.
I still do that kind of thing. But you're not home, so I can't let it catch fire. Yeah, that was pretty incredible. Thank you for saving our family and house.
Of course.
I really appreciate it.
No problem. I lived there too, so it behooved me too.
Yeah.
Is behooved a word, or is there a...
It is.
Behave me? It behaved me. Behave.
You're trying to find the past tense?
Yeah, past tense of behoove. All right, so why don't we transition into Twitter for a little bit? Is that good?
Sure.
All right, so I went on Twitter with a podcast account, Jenna Julien Pod, if you're not following. We often ask you guys for suggestions, questions, whatever. And I went on and I was like, what do you guys want to ask my mom? So I've collected, I think something like 20 questions, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, from you guys. So let's start off with our good friend Sonia Hunks.
Sonia! Thank fam!
Oh, wait, sorry, hold on.
Just kidding, Sonia. Wait your turn.
Sorry. Fuck. Sorry. What is something... Okay, so we'll go back to... Here we go. How excited was Julian when he met Joel Madden? If you're not getting the joke, just let us know. We'll explain
I'm
it.
not getting the
joke. There's an autographed picture of Joe Madden in the bathroom. Joe Madden, the football guy. And Jenna always thought it was Joel Madden.
Joel Madden.
But it's Joe Madden.
Of Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. Not sure how excited he was.
Okay.
I don't think I was
a good
there.
question. Yeah. What's something about Julien? This is memory marbles. What is something about Julien that we don't know about him that might surprise us? Them. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's just meowing.
He's meowing. Kermit's meowing.
He's like Gary,
We'll come back
the
to that.
snail from
Okay, we'll come back
SpongeBob.
to that.
What was your first impression of Jenna?
Of me? Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's getting good.
Of course, beautiful. And
Oh, stop it.
it was in a bar.
Yeah, the first
in
time that
South.
I met your mom was in a bar. I might have met your mom before I met
This
you.
bar.
Yeah.
Right, because I think I walked up with Puppy, and you were playing with Puppy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we had a quick conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I met your mom first.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys met
And I
before
was
me.
like, okay, who is this woman that's bringing their dog to a bar right
oh, I know, I brought her in there. All
You are my spirit animal. And then flash forward, and here we are.
Here we are.
Spirit
dogs.
animals.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. What's one story Julien doesn't want you to tell on this podcast? Thanks, Sonia.
Still Sonia? She has a lot of questions.
Yeah.
A story he doesn't. Well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe you don't want to tell about the haircut.
Oh, God, I knew you were going to bring that up.
Well, I know you don't want me to tell it. And
You're already
Sonia
here now.
asked, so
Right,
it's
you're
all I
already here.
got.
Yeah.
So, Julien, I used to cut all the kids' hair, but then at a certain point, there was just too many kids. We had
Not enough haircut.
not enough
Look at all
hair
your kids
cutting
in your
time,
hair.
like-
I'm not a barber. Cut your own hair.
Yeah, so I set a bad precedent because I was always cutting everyone's hair. So I started going, you cut his hair, you cut his.
Make a hair cutting chain.
Yeah.
Let's delegate here.
Nice.
So they had the
clippers.
The clippers.
Basically, I just transitioned to buzz cuts, like
Buzz cuts,
number
yeah.
2, number 3, just short buzzed hair.
Yeah, so like it was 2 on the sides, 3 over here, 4, and it was the whole thing. And they figured it out.
Fade it.
So good. But one time, Julien goes in the bathroom with this set, and I'm upstairs and I hear this screaming. And he comes out, and he had forgotten to put the little thing on.
The actual clip.
the number clip.
So you just did it.
So I just bare
Bare.
He
shaved.
went right for the middle, went straight down,
Shaved a stripe.
shaved a runway.
There's
right
no
down.
turning back then.
The anti
Mohawk. It was, but it wasn't exactly centered. It was like a little to the left.
Brutal.
It was just like a.
It
But
was,
was
crooked
it the
runway.
next day was like your first day of high school or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
It was just made it exponentially worse.
Literally
Yeah.
my first day of, I think, sophomore year. Or was it freshman year? No, it was fucking freshman
I think
year.
it was freshman year.
Oh my God.
But there were a lot of kids you knew from baseball and different things in school, obviously. So, but you were hysterical, not in a good way. You were freaking out. But it looked so funny I couldn't help but laugh. So then you got mad at me for laughing.
You weren't the only one laughing either.
Oh my
Roxanne
God.
laughed at
It
me
was
too.
it was just too funny. It was too funny.
I was miserable. I was like, my
You were
life
miserable.
is effectively over.
Yeah, you thought your life was over. And
Yeah.
so you said, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Julien, really? There's only one thing you can do.
Shave it off.
Shave the whole thing.
Shave it all, Julien.
I can't do that. It went on and on. Anyway, cut to, of course, he shaves his whole head. I think his brother did it because he was so mortified. And the next day, goes to school.
And survived.
And he survived. Not only did he survive, I go, Julien, own it. You shaved your head. Own it. That's the
only way to do it.
The only way to do it.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
go to school and go, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
So he went to school and everyone thought it was the coolest thing. Even the moms were like, why did Julien shave his head? I go, I don't know. He just felt like it. And they were
Moms,
like,
please.
that is so
Moms,
cool.
plural.
Seriously, the moms,
No,
the baseball moms.
I don't think it was the coolest thing. I don't think everyone liked it, but it definitely got a response that I wasn't expecting. Like, because like a lot of my baseball friends were like also in the first day of high school, they were like, oh shit, like you shaved your whole head. That's kind of dope. Like,
Yeah,
it turned out not to be the worst fucking thing in my entire life. So it was, and I remember Roxanne's boyfriend was there too. And he was like like pep talking me up when it happened.
Victor?
Yeah, Victor. And he was like,
Aww.
yeah, you got to rock it.
Good guy, Victor.
Good guy, Victor.
Good guy, Victor.
Well, that was good. That was good.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry I told the story. Sonia made me.
The Gropsu, our good friend Kristen, who we met this year at VidCon, asks, what's the weirdest event or place that you've ever gone to just because your kids wanted to go?
Certainly a water park, I would say. like what?
What
anyone
are you
would
trying
go
to
to-
say? That no adult just willingly decides
I'm
to
not
go to a
hearing
water
anymore.
park in their free time?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's that, and even Disneyland. I'm sorry to say, it's just the weirdest experience.
Yeah, everyone makes fun of me because I haven't been to the Disney here, and I'm like, I want to go, but like I don't really.
You're not missing out
I'm
on
not
some
in a
Nirvana.
rush to go wait in lines, and
It's just a lot of crowds.
I look at grown-ups when I've gone with you guys that are there without kids, and I just thought, why?
Why?
Yeah, there's a lot of adults there.
Yeah.
But I also had a lot of friends who worked on scenery there, so that was
pretty cool.
fun to watch.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mrs. Cardiner asks, what is the naughtiest thing Julian ever did when he was just a little dink?
Naughty.
Naughty.
Not.
Yeah,
Are
naughty.
you? You naughty.
One time I was yelling at you about something. There was always something to yell about. Mm-hmm. Too many kids. And
Nice. Kermit.
you started doing this thing with your eyes while I was yelling at you. You were like, I forget exactly what it was. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What were
I
you
did.
doing?
It was like very subtle, but then you started to pick up on it, and it was like
And
it
you had a
pissed you off
lying
to no
face.
end.
You weren't listening to me at all.
face.
My
Your
lying
lying
face.
face. Oh yeah.
I would go.
We all knew the lying face. Roxanne would go, see, there's the lying face.
Yeah, she was like on your team for most of the time.
You were your whole own team.
Yeah, I needed
didn't need any other
a squad.
teammates.
Well, Marlon was my minion for a while.
Totally.
He was my
your
minion. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, okay. Now, Mamrie Marbles, what is the craziest family vacation you guys went on?
Oh, so many.
Does this have to do
There
with the
were
Eurobus?
so
The
many.
Eurobus. My mom had a Eurovan, a VW Eurovan.
The surfer kind of van. Like
Literally, it had a
table
pop-up
inside.
bed on
Eurovan.
top. You like pop it up into a bed. The whole bottom turns into a bed. It was like
It
the
was
most
the-
hippie mobile I've
It
ever
was
seen.
the only way to deal with 6 kids because
We
there
just
was
piled in there all the
piled
time.
in.
Like,
This one went to baseball practice. This one did their homework on the table. I could stuff the little ones up in the pop top so I wouldn't have to worry where they were. So then I could help coach the baseball team.
Little ones.
Stuff them up there. As many as wanted to go. There was like this hole, and you just push them up, and they couldn't really get down themselves. So that was good. Family vacation, though, we took all 6 kids. My husband and I took all 6 kids to New York City.
oh my God.
That was, and then we rented a minivan. We were 8. There's no car for 8. So
We were 8 deep, is what she's saying. We were 8 people traveling.
we were 8 people
It
traveling.
was you, Ted, my stepdad, and then 6 kids.
Yeah. That New York trip, I remember I got you guys all these treats, and anyway.
Oh, yeah. No, we can go there.
Yeah, Ted
You know
and I
those
decided
miniature Statue of Liberty toys that you get at gift shops? And
the
the bottom is
marble
marble.
square base.
Literal marble.
marble
I hit Marlon over the head with it.
in the forehead.
Got him like a
wasn't there.
hematoma. It was like a giant bulge.
It was like a golf ball right on his forehead.
Yeah, that was a super big brother moment of me because then he was like defending me to Roxanne.
Sure. Well, anyway, that was the night that we were in New York City for 6 or 7 nights. I think it was a whole week. And I said to Ted, I'm from New York, and I said, if we can't go out to dinner one night, just go out to dinner, you and me, without the kids. So we prepared them with all these goodies and activities, turned the TV on.
Weapons.
Yeah, weapons.
Yeah.
And went out for like 2 hours. And this happened.
You come back
in that
and Marlon's
time.
got a new head on his head.
Marlon had a new head, and Jake and Josh were sleeping under the coffee table. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Can't believe we lived through all that, but
What was the mimosa? Wild Stowe 88 asks, what was the mimosa Mother's Day with Deb Morey like?
Mimosa Day.
Mimosa Day. That
We
was
fed you guys mimosas and threw you in the pool.
I live for Mother's Day. I love Mother's Day, and to spend it with Debbie, and it's the best. I look forward to it.
That was really cute.
Yeah,
like you guys were literally just floating in the pool.
Drinking
we played
mimosas.
Hall & Oates. You were just listening and drinking mimosas. That was fun.
Yep, that was
really
so fun. I don't think any of us had bathing suits. I think we just went in with our clothes on.
Yeah.
We weren't planning to go in.
Yeah. Corgi Pun X says, what's it like having a hacker for a son? Was it difficult to adjust to life with a hacker?
Troll.
The hacker troll, I have to admit that I'm a little like Marlon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys are very much alike.
We troll, like, other people call it lying. We just make shit up.
Yo, Marlon did that all the fucking time. He just always made
yes
shit
when
up.
the answer was no.
Like he was like
say things that weren't true.
He did it without even thinking.
Just trolling.
He's so deep in the
He
troll.
still does it.
But like as a child, he did that.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I'm a little like that.
Yeah. All right. Did you ever have to ground Julien?
Did I?
I think you grounded me.
I don't think so.
All right. What other names?
Should've.
What other names were you considering for me?
None. Just
Really?
Julian, yeah.
What am I named after?
Your grandpa, my mom's grandfather, Jake. So
Pretty
we
good.
wanted to use the J. And then I was driving. You were born in Northern California. And you were born at Stanford University. We had moved out of New York City, sold our place, and didn't move to LA yet. Stopped at my parents' house to have a baby.
Had a baby.
Then came down here when he
I was like,
3 weeks
hey,
old.
LMAO. Let's keep
So
going.
he was born at Stanford Hospital.
Hey, Mom, Dad, it's me. Can I stop by real quick and have a baby? And
Yeah,
then I'm
it
gonna
was
leave.
exactly that. It was.
Sure
and oh, by the way,
Come
the
on
2-year-old,
down.
can you take care of the 2-year-old
Yeah, can you
while
take
I
care
deal
of
with the baby? Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Roxanne, it's not all about you. I'm trying to get born here.
Wait, what was the question again? I forgot.
I don't. What was my name or whatever? What's your Chipotle order? That's the most important question.
True.
Let's finish on that one.
Okay, but you know better than I do.
Okay, so you walked into Chipotle. Okay, there's rice, there's beans, there's
No
vegetables.
rice, no beans.
What? Okay,
Just
what do you
lettuce.
get?
I get
Okay,
the
lettuce.
chicken.
Oh, lettuce and chicken.
A lot of salsa, avocado.
Salsa. You mean guacamole?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm getting hungry.
First Chipotle.
Fork or spoon?
Fork.
Because of the bowl?
Who eats with a salad with a spoon?
Are you sick? I eat with a spoon. Everyone I go with Chipotle with doesn't eat their bowl with a spoon.
She's getting just lettuce and chicken. Why would
You
she
gotta
eat that
stab
with a
it.
spoon?
Okay, lettuce I get, but like people who eat bowls with rice and beans, like get a spoon, okay? Like do it the right way, please.
I like it with a fork.
There's only one thing I prefer less than when a Postmate brings no utensil to me. It's when they bring a fork instead of a spoon. I'd rather no utensil.
That's easily remedied. You could just say so in the notes.
They don't always listen to the notes.
Oh.
It's not,
But did you try?
I didn't try. I should try. All right. Well, Mom, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Is there
thank
anything
you.
else you want to
This
like
is really awesome.
embarrass me about, or is this good?
I just can't say enough how much I appreciate you guys. So much. You're like my life, and
You're very sweet.
I love that you wanted me on here, and I love to talk to your fans.
There's a lot of people out there watching who genuinely wanted to meet you. So thank you for letting us meet you.
I'm
And
so happy to meet you, and I hope I get to meet you again.
yeah, we'll have you on again for sure. You got to catch up to Deb. She's at number 3 right now.
Is she really?
She's been on 3
Debbie
podcasts.
Deb.
My mom is on.
cutting ahead.
She's not very much on social media, but she's on Instagram. I will link her Instagram below if you'd like to stalk my mother. Feel free to do so.
Carmen, stop meowing.
And until next time, thank you so much for hanging out, Mom. Guys, make sure you check out our sponsors. Go to naturebox.com/Jenna Julien for 2 free snacks. Go to ring.com/Jenna Julien for $50 off the Ring security kit. But yeah, Mom, you're the best. Thanks for coming. We
Love
enjoyed
you.
this.
Yay.
And we'll see you guys next week
you.
for another Dink Fan podcast.
Bye.